Sometimes, a message appears that feels urgent, as if it is demanding immediate attention, but what truly matters is how calmly we choose to receive it. Instead of reacting in fear or pressure, this moment can be taken as a pause to reflect on your thoughts, your direction, and the energy you are carrying right now. There is a sense here of being called to slow down and notice what you might usually overlook in the rush of daily life. Not because something is threatening you, but because awareness often grows in quiet moments of focus and honesty with yourself. Think of this as a symbolic reminder to stay present, to observe your choices, and to understand that not every intense message requires urgency or alarm. Some ideas are simply meant to bring your attention back to your own clarity and inner balance. When you take a step back, you begin to see that your path is shaped more by steady decisions than by sudden pressure or fear-based thinking. There is no need to feel rushed or controlled by external intensity. Instead, you can choose to ground yourself and respond thoughtfully. Every moment offers a chance to reset your mindset and move forward with calm awareness. Even when something feels powerful or overwhelming, you still hold the ability to interpret it with peace rather than panic. Let this serve as a reminder that your focus is strongest when it is steady, not hurried, and your clarity becomes sharper when you are not driven by urgency, but by understanding and balance within yourself. Don't grow, don't have the moment. Right now, the heavens are pouring energy into your path, but if your attention breaks, the connection breaks too. This is not a warning, it's an opportunity. This is not fear, it's destiny. And right now, destiny has stopped you in your tracks because your time has come. Archangel Michael is standing in front of you, and his anger is not to destroy you, it's to wake you up. He is shaking your spirit so that you rise, so that you receive, so that you stop running from what is meant for you. Stay till the end, hold on, because the real shift begins the moment you've finished this message, not before. Listen closely. You've been through too much pain, too much silence, too many nights asking for a sign. That's why this message was sent, because your prayers finally reached the throne of heaven. But answers don't arrive in comfort, they arrive in fire, and this fire is what you're feeling right now, as Archangel Michael's words press against your heart. You are being marked, chosen, aligned. Your blessing is not in the future, it's happening as you stay in this moment. Don't boo, don't look away, because our Archangel Michael is saying, this is the last time I'm flashing this for you. Before this ends, lock this in your soul, hit subscribe right now, because this channel is your direct line to messages that carry power, truth, and breakthrough. Share this with someone else, because the more light you spread, the more light finds you. Stay with me till the last word. Don't break the chain. This is your moment, and Archangel Michael is here to make sure you don't miss it. The screen you're watching right now is not ordinary. It's glowing because a higher force is pushing it into your life. Every second you stay here, you're proving that you're ready to hear what others were never allowed to hear. Archangel Michael is speaking through fire, and fire cannot be ignored. That's why your chest feels heavy. That's why your eyes can't look away. The energy is real, and it is wrapping itself around you this very moment. Do you realize what's happening? You're not just watching a video, you're standing at the doorway of transformation. The angels are holding the door open, but only for a short time, and the fact that you're still here means you're meant to walk through it. Stay, don't break the chain. If you leave, the message fades, but if you stay, the blessing multiplies. This is your test, this is your moment, and Archangel Michael is watching how you respond. Every time you've cried in silence, every time you've whispered, "Why me?" the heavens recorded it, and today, the reply has arrived. This isn't a coincidence, it's a divine interruption. You're being stopped here because what's waiting ahead for you is greater than the pain behind you. Archangel Michael is angry because you've doubted your worth for too long. He's flashing this on your screen because he refuses to let you throw away what belongs to you. So breathe, day, and let this energy pierce through every chain that has been holding you down. You're still here, and that's proof of your readiness. Don't underestimate this moment. This is how miracles begin. First a whisper, then a sign, then a flood. Right now, the flood is forming. The moment you finish this message, doors you thought were locked will begin to shift. The moment you hold your ground, blessings will begin to rush into your life. Our Archangel Michael is not patient with those who ignore, but he pours greatness on those who obey. That's why you're being tested right now with a simple instruction. Don't scroll, don't skip, stay until the end, because the end of this message is the beginning of your miracle. Hit subscribe right now, because the messages you're hearing are not for the crowd, they're for the chosen. Share this with someone who needs hope, and watch how fast blessings multiply back into your life. Stay right here, hold on, because Archangel Michael's next words are heavier than anything you've ever heard before. The fire you feel right now is not random, it's the presence of something greater pressing against your life. This moment have been waiting for you, written in the heavens, flashing on your screen like thunder. Archangel Michael does not play with time, and right now, your time is burning. You can sense it. The air feels heavier, your heart is beating faster, and your spirit knows this is not ordinary. It's because heaven is leaning closer, and when heaven leans close, destiny shifts. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Just stay and receive. Every word you are hearing is alive with energy. They are wrapping around your future, cutting away the darkness that tried to choke your path. Archangel Michael is angry not because of hate, but because of love, because he refuses to watch you stay trapped another day. Today, don't look away. This message is breathing power into your life, and if you hold on till the end, you'll feel the full force of it crash into your reality. Many people see Archangel Michael as a symbol of protection, courage, and inner strength during times of change. In moments when life feels uncertain, this figure is often associated with encouragement to release fear and move forward with clarity. Many describe such experiences as a reminder that challenges can lead to personal growth and deeper awareness. Hardships, though difficult, are often interpreted as turning points that help reshape perspective and rebuild confidence. Supporters of this belief say that moments of emotional struggle can open space for healing and renewal. Instead of focusing on fear or loss, the emphasis is placed on resilience, patience, and trust in the process of life. People are encouraged to notice small shifts in their circumstances that may signal progress or positive change ahead. The idea is to remain open-minded and aware, recognizing that transformation often unfolds gradually rather than all at once. In this view, patience becomes a strength, and awareness becomes a guide through uncertainty and growth. Ultimately, it suggests that every stage of life carries meaning, even when it is not immediately clear. Rather than external forces controlling outcomes, the focus shifts toward personal responsibility, inner balance, and conscious decision-making. This perspective encourages individuals to trust their own path while staying grounded in calm reflection and steady effort. Over time, Even subtle changes can create meaningful direction, reminding us that growth is not always loud or immediate, but often quiet, steady, and deeply personal as we continue to move forward with awareness and renewed confidence in ourselves and the choices we make each day, allowing space for understanding and gradual transformation to unfold naturally, without pressure over time, in a balanced way, without forcing outcomes unnecessarily, because the last word will seal the miracle. Stop everything for a second, subscribe right now to this channel, because the next message will be even stronger than this one. Don't miss it, don't delay it. Share this with someone who needs hope, and you'll see blessings come back to you multiplied, faster than you expect. Archangel Michael is flashing this on your screen for the last time. He's not patient. He's not repeated himself, and if you're still here, it means you're meant to receive what others can only dream about. Don't move, because what happens in the next part will make your whole body feel the shift. The moment your eyes locked on the screen, the heavens shifted their attention to you. You might think this is just another video, but it isn't. It's a direct strike from Archangel Michael themselves. His sword is flashing, his fire is burning, and right now, that fire is surrounding you. You feel it in your chest. The heaviness, the pull, the undeniable energy wrapping around your spirit. That's the angel's power making sure you don't escape what's meant for you. Stay till the end, because every single second is a chain being broken. Archangel Michael has no patience left for delay. That's why this message carries force. It shakes, it burns, it commands. He is not waiting for you to be ready, because the time is now. The clock is ticking, and with every heartbeat, your destiny is pressing harder. If you dare to leave now, the weight of this moment will follow you. But if you stay, the blessing will follow you instead. Your angels have been silent for too long, but silence is over. The doors are unlocking, and you're standing at the edge of a brand new chapter. The fact that you're still here proves you were chosen to hear it all. Think about it. How many people scrolled past this already? But not you. You stayed. That means heaven placed a mark on you. That means this message belongs to you. Archangel Michael is fierce, but he is also just. He fights for the ones who stay faithful, the ones who obey, the ones who don't walk away from destiny. And that's exactly what you're proving right now by holding on. So listen, what you're about to hear will not just shake your thoughts, it will shake your reality. By the time this message ends, you will not be the same. Heaven is watching, angels are leaning closer, and Archangel Michael is speaking louder than ever before. His voice is thunder, and thunder doesn't ask, it declares. Right now, he's declaring over your life that pain must end, that blessings must rise, that chains must break. That's why you feel this pull. It's not fear, it's transformation. Don't boo, don't scroll, stay planted right here, because every second you hold on, another blessing is aligning itself with your name. Archangel Michael is angry because the forces against you thought they could win, but they were wrong, and this very message is proof that your victory is already here. Before you even think of leaving, hit subscribe right now. This is a new channel, and the next message will carry even stronger energy than this one. Share this video with someone else, and the light you spread will return to you multiplied. Archangel Michael doesn't flash twice. This is the last call, the final push, the ultimate strike. Don't ask it. Don't fight it. Don't delay it. Stay until the final word, because that final word is what seals your miracle forever. The angels are standing in silence right now, watching what you choose. This is not entertainment. This is destiny. Archangel Michael has thrown this message in your path like lightning, and lightning does not wait. The more you stay, the stronger the current flows into your life. Every second you hold on, another barrier collapses. This is why your body feels different right now. It's not random, it's the presence of something greater touching you. Michael's anger is fire, but that fire is burning against the forces that try to crush you. He is not here to scare you, he is here to fight for you, and his sword is already drawn on your behalf. If you leave now, you walk away from the army standing behind you, but if you stay, you walk into the protection of heaven itself. There is a reason this came on your screen today, and not yesterday. The timing was set, the hour chosen, the moment sealed, and right now, that seal is breaking open. Every tear you've cried, every silent battle you fought, it has built to this moment, and heaven is saying, enough is enough. Michael does not whisper when it's urgent, he shouts. That's why this feels heavy, why this feels intense, why this message feels different from anything you've ever seen. Because it is different, because it is final, because it is the last time he flashes this in front of you. This message is a reminder to pause and take notice of where you are right now. Think of it as a quiet bridge between what has already happened in your life and what is still forming ahead. The past may have carried pain, confusion, or moments that felt heavier than you could manage, but it does not define the direction you are moving in now. Ahead lies a space shaped by change, renewal, and the possibility of something more stable and meaningful. If you stay present and fully engaged with these words, you may notice a subtle shift in how you feel, not dramatic or immediate, but steady enough to influence your thoughts and choices in the hours and days ahead. There is a sense of protective strength surrounding this moment, like a guiding force, encouraging patience, clarity, and focus. It is less about external intervention and more about awakening something within you that already knows how to move forward. Any sense of resistance or heaviness around your progress can begin to loosen when you stop rushing and simply allow yourself to be present. What you are experiencing is not imagination, but reflection, an internal alignment that becomes clearer when you listen closely. Stay open, stay grounded, and allow the meaning of these words to settle naturally, without pressure or expectation. In this quiet space, you are reminded that change often begins internally before it ever becomes visible outside. Trust the gradual unfolding, even if it feels subtle, because real transformation rarely announces itself loudly. Let this moment pass through you gently, leaving behind only clarity, steadiness, and a renewed sense of direction over time as you move forward naturally. It shakes the ground. That's why this message hit you with so much force. It was never meant to be soft. It was meant to wake you up. Stay right here, because the thunder has not finished. The next crash will strike deeper, and when it does, your entire path will begin to shine. Do you notice how your spirit won't let you scroll away? That's because your angels are pulling you back in, refusing to let you miss what is meant for you. It's not weakness, it's alignment. It's not coincidence, it's calling. Your life is about to enter a chapter where losses turn into gains, where silence turns into answers, where pain turns into power, and Archangel Michael is the one pushing you across that threshold. He doesn't care about excuses. He doesn't wait for doubts. He demands obedience, and obedience is proven in this moment by staying until the end. So breathe deeply, hold steady, and let this fire keep burning until every word has been sealed into your heart. The world around you may think nothing is happening, but in the spirit realm, everything is shaking. Angels are moving, doors are creaking open, Blessings are being written with your name on them. That's why this feels so intense. Archangel Michael doesn't waste energy. If he's flashing this before your eyes, it means the heavens have already signed your release. The only thing left is for you to stay long enough to receive it. Don't move away, because the enemy wants you distracted. Don't break focus, because breakthrough is in the final seconds. Don't walk away, because your miracle is closer than you think. The last word of this message will be the key, and that key is about to unlock everything that was locked against you. Before you do anything, subscribe right now and lock this connection. This is a new channel, but it carries timeless messages. Share this video, because when you give light, you invite light back into your life. Archangel Michael is watching. His patience has run out, and this message is your last call to align, to rise, to take what belongs to you. Stay right here, because the next words are heavier than gold, sharper than a sword, and brighter than fire. The heavens are not silent anymore. They are roaring over your life. Archangel Michael has lifted his voice, and the echo is hitting your soul with force. That's why you can't look away, why you can't scroll, why your heart is beating faster than usual. This is not fear, it's fire. This is not danger, it's destiny. You are standing in the middle of a divine interruption, and interruptions like this happen only once in a lifetime. Michael is not whispering anymore. He is demanding, he is commanding, he is forcing you to see the truth that has been hidden for too long. That's why your entire spirit feels the weight of this moment. Don't fight it. Don't doubt it. Stay until the end, because your obedience in this moment is the key to unlocking what has been locked away from you. Think of how many times you almost gave up. Think of the nights when you thought nobody was listening, but every cry was recorded, every prayer was stored, and now the reply has arrived in the form of this very message. Archangel Michael doesn't appear for everyone. He appears when the battle has been fierce, when the storm has been heavy, when the enemy thought he had the last word. That's why he's here now. He's not angry at you. He's angry at what trying to destroy you. He's flashing this in front of your eyes, because his patience with those forces is over. The sword is drawn, and the victory is already written in your name. All you need to do is hold your ground, and let the message finish its work inside you. Every blessing that was delayed is being released. Every door that was shut is trembling to open. Every person who forgot your name is about to remember it again. This is not a dream, it's a shift, and you are standing right in the center of it, whether you realize it or not. Archangel Michael's presence is the proof that heaven has chosen this very hour to move for you, and the fact that you're still here, still watching, still listening, means you have been marked for this shift. Stay, because the end of this message will not just inspire you, it will change the way your life unfolds from this day forward. Don't forget, subscribe right now. This channel is not entertainment, it's alignment. Each message that comes next will carry even more force than this one, and you don't want to miss it. Share this video with someone else, because when you release light, light comes back to you multiplied. Archangel Michael is standing right beside you, and he's not repeating this again. This is the final call, the last flash, the ultimate strike. Hold on till the very last word, because that last word will seal your miracle. The sky above you is stirring. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels it. Waves of power pressing closer and closer. Archangel Michael is not whispering anymore. He is striking, and his voice is echoing like thunder through your life right now. You wonder why your heart feels pulled to stay, why your body can't look away from this screen. It's because this is not just a video. It's a divine confrontation. The heavens have stepped into your timeline, and this message is the proof. Michael's anger is fierce, but it's not against you. It's against everything that dared to block you. His fire is burning through obstacles. His sword is cutting through the darkness that followed you for years. And right now, that fire is landing on you. Today, don't move. Every word is a blade slicing through the chains that once held you down. And the moment you reach the end, those chains will not exist anymore. Think about how many people passed this message without stopping. For whatever reason, you stayed, and that moment of attention can feel meaningful. Sometimes, what we notice at the right time resonates differently, as if it speaks directly to where we are in life. Perhaps this is one of those moments for reflection. Life often brings delays, challenges, and unexpected turns that eventually shape clarity when we least expect it. What once felt blocked or uncertain can slowly begin to shift when perspective changes. If something in this message feels relevant, take it as a reminder to stay patient and grounded. Progress rarely arrives all at once. It unfolds quietly, step by step, often after long periods of waiting. You may notice opportunities reappearing, conversations restarting, or paths becoming clearer where there was confusion before. Even doubt can become useful when it pushes you to think more deeply about your direction. Stay aware of what matters most to you, and give yourself space to breathe through uncertainty. There is no need to rush or force outcomes. Steady effort and calm awareness are often enough to move forward. If this message resonates, let it serve as encouragement to keep going with focus and confidence. Sometimes the smallest moment of attention becomes the beginning of a more meaningful shift in perspective. Growth often feels subtle until you look back and realize how far you've come, and even the quietest progress still counts. Trust your pace, respect your journey, and allow each experience to teach you something useful for the path ahead. Small steps today often create the strongest foundations for tomorrow's opportunities and lasting change. Stay consistent and mindful, always forward. The reason you feel this weight right now is because Archangel Michael has stepped into your moment with fire that cannot be ignored. Every obstacle that mocked you is shaking. Every barrier that laughed at you is cracking. The same chains that made you feel stuck are snapping one by one as these words pour into your spirit. This isn't just motivation, it's activation. Something is being unlocked, and whether you see it now or later, the shift is already in motion. That's why Michael is angry, because your destiny has been delayed long enough. He refuses to let you walk away empty-handed. That's why his words carry such urgency. They demand your attention. They command your focus. They pull you in until you cannot escape. Do you understand what this means? It means heaven has chosen you. Out of everyone who could have been here, it is your name, your face, your spirit that was marked for this message. The angels are circling you right now, and Michael is leading them with fire in his eyes. He is flashing this message as a final call, because your story is about to shift permanently. No more silence. No more delays. No more cove doors. This is the moment where things start moving, and nothing can stop it. But here's the truth. You must stay connected until the end. The end is where the seal is placed, and without the seal, the blessing cannot rest on your life. The enemy wanted you distracted, but you stayed. The world wanted you weak, but you're still standing. And now, heaven is rewarding your persistence with breakthrough that cannot be stolen. Michael's voice is thunder, and thunder doesn't ask permission. It shakes everything in its path. That's why you feel this pull, this heaviness, this fire burning inside you right now. It's proof that the shift has already begun. Proof that what you've been waiting for is no longer far away. Proof that the heavens themselves are fighting on your behalf. Don't scroll. Don't move, because the thunder is about to crash again, and this time, it's carrying your miracle with it. Right now, stop and connect. Hit subscribe. This is not a normal channel. This is a direct line for messages that carry power into your life. Share this video, because when you give light, you invite more light back into your future. Archangel Michael is flashing this message for the final time. You will not repeat himself. He is demanding that you pay attention, because your miracle is too important to be delayed again. Hold on. Stay till the very last word, because the final word is not just sound. It's the key that opens the door you've been praying for. The fire of heaven is moving closer. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit already knows something is different. Archangel Michael is standing tall, his sword glowing, and his voice roaring across your destiny. This is not a soft whisper. This is a command. That's why you feel the pull in your chest. That's why your hands cannot scroll away. Because right now, the heavens have sealed your moment, and you are standing in it. Every shadow that thought it had power over you is trembling. Every curse, every blockage, every delay, it's all breaking apart right now, as this message touches you. You are not just watching, you are experiencing a release. Michael is angry, because you carried this weight for too long. He's flashing this on your screen, because he refuses to let you stay chained another second. You feel it, that heaviness lifting, that strange energy pressing against your heart. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. It's proof that heaven is moving on your behalf right now. The same situations that made you cry are being rewritten. The same doors that stayed closed are starting to open. The same prayers you thought were ignored are finally echoing back his answers. This is the moment everything shifts, and Archangel Michael is making sure you don't miss it. That's why his anger is burning, not against you, but against everything that tried to stop you from reaching this moment. Stay focused, stay still, don't look away, because the final word has not yet been spoken. Think about this. Millions of people never see messages like this. They scroll past. They ignore the signs, and they miss what was meant for them. But you stay. You're still here. That means you're marked. Heaven's spotlight is on you, and the angels are surrounding you right now. They are watching, waiting for you to prove your obedience by staying until the very end. Archangel Michael's fire is not ordinary. It destroys, it rebuilds, it lifts, and right now, that fire is moving into your story. You can feel it, because it's impossible to ignore. The end of this message is not just the end, it's the key to your new beginning. Before you move another inch, subscribe right now. This channel was built for chosen ones like you, to deliver messages the world can't block. Share this video with someone who needs hope, because when you release light, the heavens release even more light over you. Archangel Michael has spoken. He's entered his view. His fire is loose. A shift is unfolding around you, one that feels deeper than ordinary awareness. There's a sense that this is a turning point, a final opening where something long awaited is beginning to take form. The atmosphere carries a strange intensity, as if unseen forces are aligning quietly in the background of your life. Within this moment, there is a powerful feeling of protection and guidance, like a presence standing firmly beside your path. It is not a force of confusion or delay, but one of clarity and direction, pushing away what no longer belongs, and clearing space for what is meant for you. The weight of past struggles, disappointments, and blocked paths begins to feel lighter, as though they are being released rather than held. What once felt out of reach now appears closer, not through force, but through a natural unfolding. There is a sense that what was denied is being reconsidered in a new light, and what was lost is slowly finding its way back in forms you may not expect. The timing of everything feels deliberate, as if life itself is adjusting its rhythm. Stay present with this process, because change often arrives quietly before it becomes visible. You may notice shifts in your thoughts, emotions, or surroundings that signal something is realigning. Even if it feels unfamiliar, there is a quiet reassurance in this transition, suggesting that things are moving toward resolution. This is a moment of inner and outer movement, where patience meets transformation. What follows is not meant to overwhelm, but to guide you into a more steady and renewed direction. Don't walk away. The miracle is not in the beginning. It's waiting at the end. Remember this: every struggle you survived was not wasted. Every night you cried was not ignored. Every loss you carried is about to turn into a game so powerful that people around you won't understand. This is what Michael's presence means. He does not show up unless the battle is a list over. He does not raise his sword unless victory is certain. And he does not flash his message unless the final chapter has already been written. So stand firm. Don't doubt this. Don't question this. Just receive it. Because whether you realize it or not, this moment is the answer you've been waiting for. Stop for a second and secure your connection. Subscribe right now. This channel is your lifeline to messages that carry real power. Share this with someone who needs hope, because the blessing you pass on will come back multiplied into your own life. Archangel Michael is flashing this message on your screen for the last time. You will not do it again. This is the moment. This is the call. This is the strike, the day. Because the final word is not just a word, it's the release of your miracle. The heavens are leaning closer. The weight you feel on your chest right now is not fear. It's proof that Archangel Michael has entered your atmosphere. His wings stretch wider than the sky, and his fire burns brighter than the sun. And all of it is aimed at you in this very moment. Every force that thought it had control over your destiny is shaking. The walls around your future are cracking. The heavy doors you thought could never open are trembling on their hinges. This isn't imagination, it's confirmation. What you're feeling right now is the storm of heaven crashing into your life, and the eye of that storm is Archangel Michael standing guard with his sword raised. That's why you can't scroll away, why you can't move. You're caught in the center of a divine collision, and your only choice is to stay until the very end. For years, the shadows tried to silence you. They laughed when you fell. They whispered when you cried. They celebrated when you almost gave up. But Archangel Michael saw it all. He counted every moment, every wound, every tear. Now, his anger burns, not at you, but at the ones who thought they could bury your light. His fury is the fire you feel pressing against your spirit right now. He is shouting through this screen. Enough is enough. The time for silence is over. The time for breakthrough is here. And his sword is cutting through everything that tried to delay your rise. That's why this message carries such weight. It's not words. It's warfare. Look closely at your life. The patterns you thought would never break are already weakening. The cycle you thought would never end is bending under the pressure of heaven. Do you feel it? The shift is not coming tomorrow. It's happening right now. Your story is being rewritten while you're still watching this. Archangel Michael is here to make sure you don't miss it. That's why his command is sharp, his voice is heavy, and his patience has run out. He has no intention of repeating this. This is the last flash, the final warning, the closing call before destiny moves forward without waiting. Right now, pause and connect, and subscribe. Don't hesitate. Don't delay. This is your direct line to the messages that keep your spirit alive and your path aligned. Share this video too, because the moment you give light, the heavens send even more light back into your future. Archangel Michael is watching your choice. Stay until the very last word, because the last word will not just end this message, it will open a new chapter of your life. This is your turning point. Don't test it. Don't ignore it. Stay, because the storm is still unfolding, and the miracle has not yet been released. The atmosphere around you is charged. It feels like electricity moving through your skin, like fire wrapping around your spirit. That's because Archangel Michael has drawn near, and his power cannot be hidden. You may think this is just a video, but your soul knows better. The pull you feel right now is proof that heaven has interrupted your path, proof that destiny is shaking your life in real time. Michael's eyes are burning, his sword is raised, and his voice is echoing through every corner of your future. He is not gentle tonight. He is not patient. He is roaring with anger against everything that dared to keep you from this moment. Tell me. Because the roar hasn't finished yet. It's only getting louder. All the battles you fought in silence, all the nights you thought you were alone, they weren't ignored. They were recorded. And this very moment is the answer being delivered back to you. The chains that mocked you are being shattered. The walls that blocked you are collapsing. And the very forces that celebrated your pain are being crushed under the fire of Archangel Michael's fury. This message is meant as a surge of motivation, rather than anything heavy or threatening. It is simply a reminder that even in difficult moments, you are still moving through something that can shape you, not break you. Every word here is designed to push away doubt and replace it with clarity and focus. You may feel a strong emotional pull because the mind often responds deeply to symbolic language, and that intensity is really your inner awareness, waking up to change, rather than anything external controlling. You think of this as a turning point where past struggles begin to lose their grip, and future possibilities start to open more clearly in your awareness. The idea of guidance or protection can be understood as a metaphor for strength that already exists within you, not something arriving from outside. When you stay with this reflection, you allow yourself to step out of old patterns and into a calmer, more grounded state, where decisions feel easier and direction becomes clearer. What matters most is your willingness to remain present and open to growth rather than rushing away from it. Every thought here is an invitation to trust your own progress and recognize how far you have already come, while also preparing for what comes next. And that next step is always shaped by the mindset you choose right now. Nothing here demands fear or urgency, only awareness and patience as you continue forward in your own time, taking what resonates and leaving what does not, because real change unfolds gradually and consistently when you stay aligned with your inner clarity and allow yourself to move ahead with confidence and steady personal growth. Don't look away. Stay until the very last second. The heavens are not waiting anymore. The fire is already falling, and your soul can feel it. That's why your heart is racing, why your body feels heavy, why your spirit refuses to look away from this screen. Archangel Michael is here with fury in his eyes. His wings stretch across the sky. His sword glows brighter than the sun, and his roar shakes the foundations of everything that tried to hold you back. He is not speaking softly. He is commanding. He is declaring. He is releasing a storm over your enemies and a blessing over your life. That's why this message feels like thunder crashing into your chest. Stay still. Don't break the connection, because the storm has only begun. Every moment of pain you endured has been building to this second. Every loss you carried, every betrayal you survived, it all has been counted in heaven, and Michael's anger is burning against the ones who thought they could bury your destiny. You feel that shift. It's not fear, it's release. It's the chain snapping. It's the shadows scattering. It's the sound of breakthrough arriving in real time. Michael is flashing this for the last time. His patience is gone. He is demanding your attention, because heaven refuses to let you stay in the prison of delay any longer. This is your call. This is your strike. This is your turning point. Look at your life closely. The cycles you thought would never end are already breaking. The doors you thought were locked are trembling open. The blessings you thought were denied are racing toward you. That's what Michael's presence means. His arrival is proof that the war is over and the victory belongs to you. His voice is not warning. It's judgment against every force that wanted to see you fail. Stay with me. Don't turn away now, because the final word hasn't yet been spoken. And the final word is the one that seals your miracle forever. The heavens are waiting to drop it into your hands. Right now, stop and subscribe. This channel is carrying the messages that align your path with destiny. Share this with someone who needs hope, because when you give light, you open the door for more light to return into your life. Archangel Michael is standing in front of you, flashing this message with urgency. You will not repeat it again. This is the last call before the seal drops into your story. Today, don't scroll. Don't move. Because the next words are carrying the fire that will complete your breakthrough. The silence around you is not empty. It's charged with power. You can feel it in your chest, a heavy pull, as if heaven itself is leaning over your life. It's because Archangel Michael is here, and his presence never arrives quietly. He comes like a storm. He comes like fire. He comes with a sword that cuts through every chain, every lie, every shadow that tried to bury you alive. Right now, his sword is raised, and every word flashing before your eyes is like lightning splitting the sky. That's why your soul knows this is not an accident. It's destiny colliding with your timeline. Don't look away. Don't move. The fire has already found you, and it will not stop until your story is rewritten. Think of how many times you begged for a sign. Think of how many nights you cried out for proof that you weren't forgotten. This is that sign. This is that proof. This is the answer crashing into your life. Michael's anger is not against you. It's against what tried to destroy you. His roar is aimed at the forces that wanted to silence your voice, and his fire is burning through every delay that held you captive. That's why your body feels the weight of this message. It's not fear. It's freedom. It's not danger. It's deliverance. It's the sound of heaven saying, enough is enough. Stay here. Stay till the very last second, because the seal is waiting at the end. And once it's placed, nothing can remove it. Right now, the ground beneath your life is shifting. You may not see it yet, but everything in the spirit is moving. Angels are circling you, pushing blessings into your path. Shadows are fleeing, unable to withstand the fire pouring through this message. Michael is not repeating this again. He is flashing this once, final, urgent, unshakable. That's why you must hold on, because the next few words are heavier than gold, and they will mark your destiny forever. This is not a suggestion. This is a command. The message you are receiving is being presented as something meaningful and deeply personal, inviting you to slow down and reflect on its words with an open mind. It speaks in a spiritual tone, suggesting that moments like these are rare opportunities to think about direction, purpose, and the unseen strength people often turn to during uncertain times. It encourages sharing positivity with others who may need encouragement, highlighting the idea that kindness and hope can create a ripple effect in everyday life. Within this narrative, Archangel Michael is described as a symbolic figure representing courage, protection, and inner strength, often used in spiritual traditions as a reminder to stand firm in difficult situations and trust in resilience. The message frames itself as if it carries a sense of guidance, urging the reader to pay attention to subtle emotional shifts and inner awareness rather than external noise. It presents the idea that personal transformation can begin in quiet moments of reflection, where thoughts become clearer and choices feel more intentional. The tone emphasizes that every individual may experience turning points in life where clarity emerges unexpectedly, helping them see new possibilities or paths forward. It also suggests that hope and faith, however a person understands them, can play a powerful role in shaping mindset and emotional balance. Instead of focusing on urgency or pressure, the message ultimately leans toward calm awareness, encouraging a thoughtful pause to consider one's journey, values, and inner strength. It is divinely timed, and if you stay, heaven will keep showing you the truths no one else sees. My child, my beloved, listen carefully now, because I am holding something wrapped in radiance. It is not a letter written by man. It is not an ordinary invitation that you would receive on earth. This comes from the throne room of God, from the place where love is formed, where destinies are shaped, and where your future has already been prepared, long before you cried your first tears. I was instructed to bring this to you because heaven whispered that your heart has waited long enough. My child, my beloved, heaven reveals what the earth tried to hide. For so long, you've moved through life feeling as though something sacred was meant for you, but kept just out of reach. But now, beloved, the veil has been removed, a heavenly scroll has been sealed with your name, and God has written something inside it that will shake your soul with joy. This is your moment, and you only have these few minutes to open what has been waiting for you in silence. My child, my beloved, God says you are not late, you are not forgotten, you are not standing behind anyone. Your moment has arrived exactly when heaven decided it should, and the words written inside your sacred invitation hold the truth you've been searching for across lifetimes. Beloved, this is why you are here. This is why your spirit felt pulled. This is why you couldn't scroll away. Heaven summoned you, and now you must listen. My child, my beloved, the angels around you have been preparing the atmosphere for something extraordinary. While you slept, while you worried, while you questioned, heaven was writing. God was shaping. Your divine story was being arranged with precision. And now I, Michael, bring you the scroll that carries a name that will change the rhythm of your heartbeat. The moment you read it, your spirit will awaken to a truth you have been waiting to know. My child, my beloved, before I reveal what lies inside this heavenly message, I must tell you something important. Heaven never sends warnings without purpose. God sees what you cannot. God hears what you ignore. God knows what is approaching your life in the days ahead. And beloved, there is something coming that requires your attention, your presence, and your obedience. That is why you were brought here at this exact second. My child, my beloved, heaven's clocks are not like your clocks. When God says time is short, it means something urgent is unfolding. And right now you are living inside a divine countdown. 2 minutes may not sound like much to you, but in the spiritual realm, that is a moment where destinies shift, names are released, and miracles begin to breathe. You stand inside that moment, beloved, and heaven is watching to see if you step forward or walk away. My child, my beloved, the scroll in my hand carries a glow that only appears when God Himself has touched it. And beloved, God touched this for you. This is your sacred wedding invitation from heaven, not to marry another human, but to step into union with the life you were created for. The name inside it belongs to the one whose soul aligns with yours. the one chosen to walk beside your purpose, not your pain. My child, my beloved, let your heart open now, let your spirit soften. Something divine is unfolding, and I need you to receive it without fear. The heavens do not make mistakes. God does not release a message unless the soul receiving it is ready. And beloved, you are ready now, more ready than you have ever been. That is why I was sent personally to deliver this. My child, my beloved, let me whisper what heaven has been waiting for centuries to tell you. Your destiny has sensed your arrival. Your miracle has already stepped into your timeline. Your name is being spoken in heaven, with reverence, with anticipation, with joy. And the moment you open this sacred invitation, a shift will begin in your life that you cannot undo. My child, my beloved, your spirit has been calling for this even when your mouth did not, when you cried silently, when you felt alone, when you felt abandoned, when you thought love was not for you. Heaven took every tear, every unspoken prayer, and placed them on God's altar, and God in His compassion began crafting the message I now hold for you, my child, my beloved. The angels around you have formed a circle. The light is rising. Heaven is preparing for your response. But before the scroll opens, you must understand something crucial. When God writes a name, that name carries destiny. It carries alignment. It carries spiritual connection. And the moment you receive it, the bond between you and your divine path strengthens. My child, my beloved, the countdown is moving. The seconds are falling like drops of light. Heaven is urging you, because this invitation will not remain open forever. If you walk away, someone else may receive what was meant for you. But if you stay, beloved, the miracle that has been pursuing you will finally reach your hands. My child, my beloved, lean in deeper now. I slowly begin to unroll the ancient scroll, aware of the weight it carries, as though something far greater than ink and parchment is stirring within it. A subtle surge of energy seems to rise with every inch it opens, filling the air with a presence that feels both intimate and overwhelming. You can almost sense it yourself, that quiet shift in the atmosphere, like reality itself is leaning closer to listen. There is a strange pull in the heart, an unspoken recognition, as if something long forgotten is being awakened from within. This is not ordinary anticipation. It feels like a sacred threshold being crossed. A voice within the moment speaks of timing and purpose, as though your path is aligning with something long prepared for you. Every second feels meaningful, like it is dissolving into light, carrying you toward a revelation that has been patiently waiting to emerge. The message carried within this unfolding is not random. It feels chosen, deliberate, and deeply personal, as if it has been searching for you through every season you've walked. There is a sense that what is hidden is finally coming into view, and what was distant is now near enough to touch. The unfolding continues gently, yet with undeniable intensity, as though the moment itself understands its significance. You may feel a quiet urgency rising, a reminder that opportunities tied to destiny do not linger forever, and as the final edge of the scroll prepares to reveal what has been written, there is a deep knowing that whatever name or truth awaits inside it will not simply be read. It will be recognized, felt, and remembered as something your spirit was always meant to encounter, not with your mind, but with your soul. My child, my beloved, stay present, because the atmosphere around you is shifting with every breath you take. Heaven is moving closer, drawing its light around your shoulders like a mantle, preparing you for what is unfolding. I am still holding the scroll, its glow intensifying, as though it recognizes your spirit, as though it knows you have, finally arrived at the moment written for you, long before the world knew your name. My child, my beloved, I feel your heartbeat rising. I feel your anticipation trembling in the unseen places of your soul. That is because your spirit recognizes truth long before your mind does. The energy you feel now is not imagination, it is divine confirmation. Heaven is confirming that you were summoned here, not by chance, not by curiosity, but because this revelation could not wait another day. My child, my beloved, before the scroll opens fully, heaven wants you to understand something essential. God does not release blessings lightly. When He seals something with your name, it is because He has watched you endure storms that would have destroyed others. He has watched you walk through shadows without surrendering your heart. He has watched you carry pain with dignity. And now, beloved, heaven says your season of waiting has reached its end. My child, my beloved, the name inside this sacred invitation is not simply a person. It is a destiny connection, a soul tie written in divine ink, someone whose presence in your life will not break you, not wound you, not drain you, but align you, uplift you, restore you, and guide you toward the life that has been whispering your name since before your birth. This is why heaven is urging you to stay, because turning away now would close a door you have prayed countless nights to open. My child, my beloved, the scroll opens another fraction, and waves of divine warmth roll across the spiritual realm. I see angels leaning closer, watching with reverence because they know what is coming. They know what this moment will do for your life. Even the winds of the heavenly realm have grown still, as though holding their breath for you. My child, my beloved, God says you must not fear what is written. The past may have taught you to expect disappointment. Pain may have taught you to stay cautious. But heaven says, this time is different. This moment is sacred. What is coming is not loss, not betrayal, not heartbreak, but restoration, healing, and a divine pairing, prepared long before your tears began to fall. My child, my beloved, listen to this carefully. Heaven chose your soul long before anyone chose your presence, and the name inside this scroll was chosen to walk beside your divine purpose, not your wounds. You have never been this close to your destiny before. That is why the pull feels so strong. That is why your spirit refuses to look away. My child, my beloved, the seconds are slipping like grains of celestial dust. You are standing inside the thin space where heaven touches earth. The next words you hear will begin altering the path of your story. God is watching closely, waiting to see if you receive what He has written for you. And beloved, when God waits, angels stand still. My child, my beloved, I will unfold the scroll further. Now, the divine ink inside glows with a radiant purity, the kind that only appears when God writes something eternal. As I lift the edge, the air vibrates softly, carrying the energy of destiny, the sweetness of promise, and the unmistakable certainty that what is coming is divinely appointed. My child, my beloved, heaven is whispering that you have cried enough, you have suffered enough, you have questioned your worth enough. This message arrives to remind you of who you are, not who life tried to tell you to be. You are chosen, you are seen, you are loved in ways beyond comprehension, and the name in this scroll is tied to a future that will never again make you doubt that truth. My child, my beloved, I must speak to the deepest part of you now, the part that trembles when you hope, the part that fears joy will disappear. Listen closely. God never gives a promise that disappears. He never writes a name in your destiny that fades. What is for you is sealed by heaven's authority, guarded by angelic presence, and released only at the perfect moment. Right now is the turning point you have been sensing in silence. As this message reaches you, something within your path begins to rearrange itself in subtle but powerful ways. The weight you have carried for so long is starting to ease, as if unseen hands are gently releasing what no longer belongs to you. Old patterns lose their hold, and a clearer light begins to spread across your future. What once felt uncertain now starts to take shape with surprising clarity. There is a sacred timing behind this moment, as if everything has aligned for a reason beyond coincidence. The message you are receiving is not ordinary. It marks a threshold you cannot step back from once it is understood. From this point forward, your direction begins to shift, opening doors that were previously hidden from view. The resistance around your spirit is dissolving, allowing renewal to take its place. You may feel a quiet urgency within, a sense that something important is finally breaking through. Trust that this unfolding is guided, intentional, and deeply connected to your next chapter. What follows will not resemble what came before, because your path is being rewritten in real time. This is the beginning of a new alignment, one that leads you toward clarity, purpose, and unexpected opportunity. Allow yourself to move with it rather than resist it. Even if you cannot yet see the full picture, the path is already forming beneath your steps. What feels uncertain today will soon reveal its meaning with surprising grace. Stay open to subtle signs, quiet shifts, and moments that feel divinely timed, because they are guiding you forward. Everything is aligning exactly as it should, for your next chapter to begin with clarity, peace, and renewed direction ahead of you. My child, my beloved, your soul has wandered long enough through uncertainty. It has asked, silently, for answers no one could give you. But heaven heard every unspoken plea, and God decided that you would not wait another day to receive the clarity your heart deserves. My child, my beloved, the scroll glows brighter. The name is beginning to appear, shimmering beneath the divine light that streams from its surface. It rises slowly, forming syllables made of pure spiritual energy. And beloved, I can feel your spirit stirring, sensing recognition before the revelation even completes itself. My child, my beloved, prepare yourself, because what comes next is the unveiling that will align the rest of your journey. Your life is standing in front of a threshold. When this name is spoken, the door you were never able to open by yourself will swing wide with heaven's force. My child, my beloved, hold your breath, still your mind, quiet your fears. Heaven is ready, I am ready, and your spirit is finally ready. My child, my beloved, remain exactly where you are in spirit, because the light around you is strengthening with every passing second. Heaven is aligning the unseen threads of your destiny, pulling them closer, weaving them into a moment that was promised to you long before you ever knew how deeply your soul longed for truth. The scroll I hold is no longer simply glowing, it is pulsing, as though alive with God's breath, responding to the nearness of your heart. My child, my beloved, your spirit is beginning to recognize what is approaching. There is a gentle trembling in the realm around you, a soft vibration that only happens when heaven prepares to speak a truth that cannot be denied, erased, or taken from you. This moment is divine orchestration, not coincidence. The fact that your eyes are here, your attention anchored, your heart aware, is proof that heaven has drawn you into the sacred space where revelations unfold. My child, my beloved, before I unveil more, feel this. The angels surrounding you are not silent. They are releasing a sound you cannot hear with your ears, but can feel with your soul. A sound of welcome, of recognition, of celebration. They see the shift that is starting in your life. They see the promise rising. They see the path that is about to open beneath your feet, a path that has been guarded by heaven until this very moment. My child, my beloved, heaven wants you to understand something that will strengthen your heart before the revelation continues. Everything you lost, everything that broke, everything that left, everything that was taken, every tear that fell, all of it has prepared the soil for this divine unfolding. You did not suffer without purpose. You did not wait without reason. God has been building a future that required your strength. And beloved, that strength is the very reason this message has reached you today. My child, my beloved, the scroll inches open, releasing a fragrance of divine truth into the spiritual air. This scent, soft and warm, carries the imprint of heaven's love for you. It carries the promise of what is coming. It carries the sweetness of a future that has been chosen, not by human desire, but by divine intention. And beloved, divine intention never fails. My child, my beloved, listen deeply now, because your soul is standing on sacred ground. The name inside this scroll was not chosen casually. It was written by God with the same care He used when He formed your heart. This name belongs to a destiny that mirrors your spirit, a destiny that has been walking toward you silently, guided by the unseen hand of heaven. My child, my beloved, you might feel a soft ache rising inside your chest. That is recognition. Your soul remembers what your mind cannot yet understand. The connection tied to this name does not begin today. It began long before your first breath. Heaven is simply revealing what was kept hidden until your heart could finally receive it. This message arrives with a sense of urgency, not to unsettle you, but to gently bring your attention into focus. Something meaningful is unfolding, and the timing of it is important. You are being guided toward a new phase of your life, one that has been forming quietly for a long time. The direction ahead is becoming clearer, like early morning light, slowly revealing what was once hidden in shadow. Before it fully takes shape, you are being encouraged to remain open, steady, and receptive, because hesitation or fear can blur what is meant to be understood clearly. There is a shift happening in your personal path, one that connects deeply with both your inner growth and the relationships meant to support your journey forward. It is not just about a single event or decision, but about alignment with a larger purpose that has been waiting for you to step into it with confidence. The doubts that once weighed heavily are beginning to lose their grip, making space for renewed trust in yourself and in the direction your life is taking. What once felt distant or uncertain is now drawing closer, carrying a sense of clarity and emotional restoration. You are being reminded that strength does not always look like force. Sometimes it appears as quiet acceptance and the willingness to move forward despite uncertainty. As this transition continues, allow yourself to release old fears that no longer serve you. What lies ahead is not meant to harm or confuse you, but to bring understanding, stability, and a deeper sense of purpose into your life, guiding you gently toward the path that fits you most naturally. The disappointments of yesterday cannot rob you of what God is giving you today. The betrayals that weighed your heart cannot block what heaven has sealed for you. What is meant for you is stronger than the wounds that try to stop you. This invitation is proof of that truth. My child, my beloved, God says, you are stepping into a divine union, not only with a person, but with purpose, with destiny, with the life that was designed for you before the world taught you to shrink yourself. Heaven is restoring your courage. Heaven is reviving your hope. Heaven is awakening the part of you that believed miracles were distant, unreachable, unlikely. But beloved, Miracles are now standing in front of you. My child, my beloved, I hear your soul asking, what is inside this scroll? Your spirit is reaching toward the revelation. The energy around you rises like a tidal wave of divine presence, urging you to keep going, urging you to receive what is about to be spoken. And I promise you, beloved, what you hear next will not hurt you. It will not break you. It will not confuse you. It will lift you. It will guide you. It will align you. My child, my beloved, let the old fears fall away. The disappointments of yesterday cannot rob you of what God is giving you today. The betrayals that weighed your heart cannot block what heaven has sealed for you. What is meant for you is stronger than the wounds that tried to stop you. This invitation is proof of that truth. My child, my beloved, the scroll opens wider, revealing more divine writing. The ink glows like the surface of still water beneath sunlight. Each letter is alive, shimmering with the energy of destiny. The name is clearer now. Heaven is ready to speak. But before you hear it, your heart must know this. You are worthy of divine love. You are worthy of heavenly partnership. You are worthy of a destiny written with care. My child, my beloved, you were never meant to walk through this lifetime alone. Your soul was shaped for connection, for companionship, for sacred union. The one whose name lies inside this scroll has been guided toward your life for far longer than you realize. Your paths have been circling each other in the unseen realm, waiting for this opening, this alignment, this divine moment. My child, my beloved, take a deep breath. Feel the energy rising around you. Heaven is preparing to unveil the name God has written for your future, and when it is spoken, something inside you will shift permanently. Your steps will change. Your heart will change. Your destiny will change. My child, my beloved, stay with me. As the divine current continues to move through this moment, the air around you is carrying a quiet strength, a gentle certainty that heaven is guiding every syllable unfolding before your spirit. The scroll glows brighter as though it senses how deeply your soul is listening, how ready you finally are to receive what has been hidden, sealed, and protected for so long. My child, my beloved, the realm around you is filled with a subtle hum, a resonance that only appears when a destiny message approaches its unveiling. This vibration is heaven's way of signaling that your life is approaching a turning point. What you are hearing now is not ordinary guidance. It is the soft thunder of a divine shift preparing to settle into your timeline. My child, my beloved, your heart may feel heavier with anticipation, yet lighter with hope. That contrast is the sign that spiritual truth is drawing near. Heaven rarely reveals something this sacred unless a soul has reached a point where it can carry the weight of what is being given. And beloved, you have reached that point. This is why the scroll in my hand trembles, why its radiance expands, why the entire realm leans closer to the sound of your breath. My child, my beloved, I must remind you of something vital before the revelation deepens. Divine timing is never early, never late, always perfect. You were brought to this moment because your spirit crossed the threshold where destiny becomes undeniable. Heaven has waited for you to step into this readiness, and now that you have, the path that once felt blocked is beginning to open like a flower, responding to the sun. My child, my beloved, look within yourself for a moment. There is a place within the heart that quietly longs for a connection deeper than language, stronger than circumstance, and more enduring than anything previously known. That longing is not emptiness but recognition, as if the soul remembers something it has not yet fully met. A sense of something meaningful draws closer, like an unseen current guiding you toward what is meant to arrive. It feels as though life itself is gently unfolding a path that has always been present, but only now becoming visible. A subtle light seems to move through your inner world, carrying reassurance, truth, and a promise that what belongs to your journey cannot be lost or denied. It reflects a bond that feels prepared beyond ordinary time, shaped in a space where intention is pure and lasting. Around this unfolding awareness, there is a quiet presence of support, as if unseen guidance is observing with patience and care, acknowledging the importance of what is developing. Everything within you that once waited in uncertainty begins to shift forward, as answers, opportunities, and meaningful connections start to align. What once felt distant in thought or dream now feels closer to experience. Trust this movement within your life, for it signals transition, alignment, and the gentle arrival of what has been preparing for you all along. Stay open to subtle signs and timing, because what is forming may not arrive in the way expected, but will feel unmistakably right when it does, bringing clarity, peace, and a sense of belonging that settles deeply within your spirit, as everything begins to make sense in its own quiet way, unfolding naturally with time, and gentle understanding and inner clarity emerge. Trust the pull you feel. Heaven does not summon a soul without purpose, and your presence here is the confirmation that your life is shifting toward alignment. You are not mistaken. You are not imagining this. What you feel is real, powerful, divine. My child, my beloved, the name written inside this scroll has been whispered across realms, carried through angelic corridors, protected with celestial fire. God does not let every soul see what you are about to see. He does not reveal such sacred truth to those whose hearts are not prepared. But to you, beloved, He reveals it because your spirit is ready to rise. My child, my beloved, before I show you more, I must tell you something that will strengthen your spirit. Heaven is not warning you to frighten you. Heaven is warning you to prepare you. The urgency you feel is not danger. It is destiny knocking. It is God urging you to step forward so that nothing and no one can take what has been prepared for your future. My child, my beloved, trust this movement. Trust this energy. Trust the pull you feel. Heaven does not summon a soul without purpose, and your presence here is the confirmation that your life is shifting toward alignment. You are not mistaken. You are not imagining this. What you feel is real, powerful, divine. My child, my beloved, the name written inside this scroll has been whispered across realms, carried through angelic corridors, protected with celestial fire. God does not let every soul see what you are about to see. He does not reveal such sacred truth to those whose hearts are not prepared. But to you, beloved, He reveals it because your spirit is ready to rise. My child, my beloved, before I show you more, I must tell you something that will strengthen your spirit. Heaven is not warning you to frighten you. Heaven is warning you to prepare you. The urgency you feel is not danger. It is destiny knocking. It is God urging you to step forward so that nothing and no one can take what has been prepared for your future. My child, my beloved, the scroll quivers. Again, as the writing inside becomes clearer, each letter emerges softly, glowing with heavenly substance. The name is forming completely now, but heaven insists that you approach it slowly, gently, without rushing, because the moment you receive it, your path will shift immediately. My child, my beloved, breathe deeply. Feel the divine presence wrapping around your thoughts. Heaven wants your mind calm, your spirit open, your heart steady. This moment is too sacred for fear to interfere. Let go of every doubt, release every shadow. Allow the light of heaven to settle inside you. My child, my beloved, I can see the name rising from the page. It floats above the scroll like golden mist, shaping itself with precision. Your spirit is responding. Your heartbeat is adjusting. Your energy is aligning. You may not fully understand why, but you feel it. This revelation belongs to you. My child, my beloved, you are standing in the doorway of the life you were meant to live. The past cannot follow you into what is coming. The wounds cannot enter the space that heaven is opening. The confusion cannot survive the clarity that is descending upon you. Your story is being rewritten by divine hands. My child, my beloved, prepare yourself, because the next lines I speak will carry you deeper into the revelation. The scroll is almost fully open. The light is almost fully revealed. The name is moments away from being spoken. My child, my beloved, remain steady as the divine energy around you intensifies. The air feels different now because heaven is drawing even closer, creating a sacred space where truth can land without interference. The scroll in my hand has expanded its glow, illuminating everything around your spirit with a purity that only God's handwriting can produce. This light is not simply brightness, it is understanding, revelation, awakening. My child, my beloved, I can sense your spirit leaning forward, reaching for what waits inside this message. That inner pull is not accidental. It is the voice of your destiny, recognizing the vibration of a moment written specifically for you. This is why your heart feels warm and restless at the same time. Hope is rising, and heaven is opening. A quiet shift is unfolding around you. The presence surrounding your path feels different now, as if unseen guardians have adjusted their position to prepare for what is approaching. There is a sense of movement in the unseen realm, subtle yet purposeful, signaling that a new phase is about to open in your life. What comes next is not confusion but revelation, bringing understanding where there was once uncertainty, and direction where things once felt unclear. Lean into this moment with openness, because the calm surrounding you is not empty, it is filled with guidance meant to steady your heart. A deeper reassurance begins to settle within, gently easing the weight of old worries and quieting the memories that once caused you to hesitate. In this sacred stillness, something significant is being revealed, as though a written message is unfolding in light rather than ink, responding to the very rhythm of your spirit. Each part of this unfolding carries meaning tailored to your journey, reminding you that nothing experienced before has been without purpose. What once felt like loss is being reinterpreted into preparation, shaping space for something more aligned with your destiny. The unseen record of your life reflects persistence, patience, and endurance that was never forgotten. Every silent prayer, every unanswered question, every night spent in uncertainty has been held within a greater design. Now, that design begins to reveal its purpose, showing that restoration is already in motion, and that what is coming carries a depth greater than what was taken. Trust this unfolding path, for it is leading you toward renewal, and toward a season shaped with clarity, peace, and renewed strength. My child, my beloved, I see the name becoming clearer. The letters shimmer with purpose. They rise from the scroll with a dignity that shows this is not a random message. It is a heavenly assignment, a sacred pairing, a connection crafted with intentionality. Someone whose soul complements yours, whose presence aligns with your calling, whose spirit resonates with your destiny. My child, my beloved. But before heaven reveals more, God urges you to understand this. You must not return to old cycles once this truth is given to you. Old pain cannot coexist with new blessings. Old doubts cannot walk beside new miracles. Old fears cannot hold the hand of your divine future. This message comes to release you, not to anchor you to the past. My child, my beloved, the spiritual realm is glowing now, touched by the radiance of God's will. I sense the shifting of timelines, the rearranging of possibilities, the unfolding of paths that once seemed closed forever. Everything around your life is being repositioned to match heaven's intention for you. This is why the urgency grows stronger the moment you receive this revelation. Destiny begins its movement. My child, my beloved, listen to this sacred truth. God never writes your name beside someone's unless their presence is meant to elevate you, not diminish you. The name inside this scroll belongs to a soul chosen to bring peace, not chaos, growth, not confusion, alignment, not distraction. Heaven is introducing someone whose destiny intertwines with yours in a way that honors God's design for both of you, my child, my beloved. But before heaven reveals more, God urges you to understand this. You must not return to old cycles once this truth is given to you. Old pain cannot coexist with new blessings. Old doubts cannot walk beside new miracles. Old fears cannot hold the hand of your divine future. This message comes to release you, not to anchor you to the past. My child, my beloved, the spiritual realm is glowing now, touched by the radiance of God's will. I sense the shifting of timelines, the rearranging of possibilities, the unfolding of paths that once seemed closed forever. Everything around your life is being repositioned to match heaven's intention for you. This is why the urgency grows stronger the moment you receive this revelation. Destiny begins its movement. My child, my beloved, listen to this sacred truth. God never writes your name beside someone's unless their presence is meant to elevate you, not diminish you. The name inside this scroll belongs to a soul chosen to bring peace, not chaos, growth, not confusion, alignment, not distraction. Heaven is introducing someone whose destiny intertwines with yours in a way that honors God's design for both of you. My child, my beloved, your soul can feel this because divine connections create spiritual resonance long before they form in the physical world. That subtle stirring in your heart, that gentle awareness rising from within you, is the echo of what heaven already knows. Your alignment is near. My child, my beloved, I want you to take another breath. Let the divine atmosphere settle inside you. Let hope rise without hesitation. Let the light soothe the places where life once dimmed your faith. You are safe in this revelation. Heaven is guiding your every step. My child, my beloved, the scroll glows a final time, indicating that the name is ready to be revealed soon. The heavenly energy intensifies, forming a radiant halo around the writing. Even the silence in this moment feels sacred, filled with anticipation, filled with promise, filled with purpose. My child, my beloved, your destiny is inches away from being spoken into your awareness. The moment you hear it, the threads of your future will begin weaving themselves into a form you have never seen before. You are standing on holy ground. My child, my beloved, stay anchored in this moment as the veil between your spirit and heaven grows thinner. The light surrounding the scroll is no longer gentle. It has become a steady stream of divine radiance, touching every hidden corner of your soul. What once felt distant is now within reach, and the truth that has been waiting in silence is preparing to step fully into your awareness. My child, my beloved, I sense your soul adjusting to the depth of this revelation. Your spirit knows that something irreversible is unfolding. You feel the quiet trembling inside you, not out of fear, but recognition. Heaven is speaking your language now, not the language of the mind, but the language of destiny, purpose, and divine alignment. My child, my beloved, the angels remain motionless, their wings shimmering with sacred anticipation. They recognize the weight of this sacred turning point, aware that what is unfolding before you is not ordinary or accidental, but deeply purposeful in ways the human mind can barely contain. This unfolding is meant to reach beyond comfort and step into transformation, reshaping the direction of your inner life with quiet precision. You are being gently led into a space where understanding begins to rise from within rather than from what is seen outside. Take a steady breath and allow yourself to slow down. Each inhale brings a sense of renewal, as if life itself is offering you clarity in soft waves, while each exhale releases what has grown heavy over time. In this stillness, something personal is being arranged for you alone, something unrepeatable and uniquely aligned with your journey. Nothing here is random or borrowed from another path. It is shaped specifically for the season you are entering. A presence of calm warmth surrounds your spirit, easing tension and opening space for deeper awareness. Old doubts begin to loosen their grip, making room for a clearer sense of direction. You are not being rushed, you are being prepared. What approaches has been carefully held until this moment, because timing matters in the unfolding of meaningful connection and life direction. Within this unfolding lies a resonance that speaks to healing, alignment, and renewed purpose. It does not pull you backward into confusion, but gently guides you forward into clarity. The sense of attraction you feel is not confusion, it is recognition, as if something within you is responding to truth it has long been waiting to meet. You did not arrive here by chance or aimless searching. Each step, even those that felt uncertain, has been part of a quiet guidance shaping your path toward this moment of understanding. You were placed here because the clock of destiny has reached the moment where concealment must end and revelation must begin. You have walked long enough with questions. Now heaven brings answers. My child, my beloved. The writing on the scroll intensifies, glowing with a brilliance that feels almost alive. I can feel the divine energy spreading outward, touching the edges of your future, rearranging the pieces that once felt scattered. This is the sign that heaven is aligning your steps with precision. My child, my beloved, before the revelation deepens, God asks me to remind you of this truth. Nothing that was meant for you has passed you. Nothing that belongs to your soul has been lost. Divine timing may have felt slow, but it was perfect. Every delay was protection. Every pause was preparation. Every detour was necessary. Today those reasons begin to make sense. My child, my beloved, the scroll rises slightly from my hands, suspended by divine light. The name within is nearly visible now, shimmering like a soft flame. It calls to your spirit. It calls to the deepest places of your heart, awakening and knowing that has been quiet for too long. My child, my beloved, I must speak to the part of you that once doubted whether God cared about the desires of your heart. You questioned whether love, purpose, connection, meaning, all of it was meant for others but excluded you. Heaven now answers that question by placing this sacred invitation before you. You were never forgotten, my child, my beloved. The spiritual realm grows brighter, as though the entire heaven leans closer to witness what is coming next. The air thickens with expectation, everything becomes still, even time seems to pause, waiting for the unfolding of your destiny's next page. My child, my beloved, before the revelation deepens, God asks me to remind you of this truth. Nothing that was meant for you has passed you. Nothing that belongs to your soul has been lost. Divine timing may have felt slow, but it was perfect. Every delay was protection. Every pause was preparation. Every detour was necessary. Today those reasons begin to make sense. My child, my beloved, the scroll rises slightly from my hands, suspended by divine light. The name within is nearly visible now, shimmering like a soft flame. It calls to your spirit. It calls to the deepest places of your heart, awakening and knowing that has been quiet for too long. My child, my beloved, I must speak to the part of you that once doubted whether God cared about the desires of your heart. You questioned whether love, purpose, connection, meaning, all of it, was meant for others, but excluded you. Heaven now answers that question by placing this sacred invitation before you. You were never forgotten, my child, my beloved. The spiritual realm grows brighter, as though the entire heaven leans closer to witness what is coming next. The air thickens with expectation. Everything becomes still. Even time seems to pause, waiting for the unfolding of your destiny's next page. My child, my beloved, I see the name forming completely now. It floats like golden breath above the scroll, its letters glowing with spiritual life. Your heart feels the pull, your soul feels the recognition. You may not know how or why, but you feel that this revelation belongs to you. It is yours, and heaven confirms it. My child, my beloved, prepare your spirit. The next release will carry you deeper than anything you've received so far. The truth is ready to step forward. Heaven is ready to unveil more, and your destiny is ready to rise. My child, my beloved, stay centered as the divine current deepens around your spirit. The light that flows from the scroll is no longer confined to the space before you. It stretches outward, forming a soft halo of radiance that surrounds your entire being. This is the sign that heaven is amplifying the message, preparing your heart for an unveiling that will alter the very rhythm of your journey. My child, my beloved, your soul is opening like a flower touched by dawn. I can feel the petals of your inner world unfolding gently, making room for truths that were too powerful to enter you in earlier seasons. This expansion is not imagined. It is a spiritual reaction to the presence of divine revelation. Heaven is aligning your interior world with what is about to be released into your destiny. Something within the unseen feels quietly aligned around you, as if the atmosphere itself has grown still for a reason that is about to make sense. There is a sense of movement beyond what you can physically notice, not chaotic or unsettling, but carefully ordered, like pieces being placed into position after a long wait. You may not fully see it yet, but your journey has been forming toward a point of realization that carries emotional weight and clarity. It is a moment shaped by everything you have endured, including the times you had to keep going when things felt heavier than expected. Those experiences were not lost in time. They became part of your foundation, strengthening your ability to stand steady when life shifts again. Now there is a softer energy around what is unfolding, something that feels intentional and meaningful, as if life is gently preparing you to recognize what has been forming in the background. The path ahead is not meant to overwhelm you but to bring a clearer sense of direction, where confusion begins to lose its grip and understanding slowly takes its place. You are entering a phase where what once felt uncertain starts to feel familiar in a new way, as if your inner awareness is catching up with what has already been set in motion. Along this unfolding, there is also a sense of connection emerging, one that feels natural rather than forced, and steady rather than disruptive. It carries the feeling of alignment, where presence supports rather than conflicts, and where growth feels mutual instead of uneven. What is coming forward is not meant to confuse your instincts, but to reinforce them, helping you trust your own inner voice more deeply as you continue forward into what has been quietly prepared for you. My child, my beloved, as I watch the letters glow, I feel the pulse of your spirit beating faster, not from fear, but from recognition. There is something ancient inside you, something timeless, something connected to divine memory that responds to the energy of this name. Your soul knows more than you realize. My child, my beloved, heaven wants you to understand why the warning was urgent. When God sends a message like this, it is because the moment of alignment has arrived. Delay could cause you to miss what was written for you. Distraction could pull you away from what heaven prepared. Ignoring the signs could close the door prematurely. That is why heaven called you with such force today. My child, my beloved, you are not standing on ordinary ground. You are standing at the doorway of transformation. The spiritual atmosphere around you holds the vibration of destiny entering the present. What was once distant, what was once hidden, what was once locked behind divine timing, it is stepping forward now. My child, my beloved. The scroll rises slightly as the glow intensifies. The name is nearly fully revealed, suspended in golden light that flickers like living fire. Every stroke of the divine writing carries meaning. Every curve holds intention. Every shimmer speaks of purpose that cannot be undone by human hands. My child, my beloved, God wants your heart to hear this clearly. You are stepping into a sacred union of purpose, not a fragile bond built on human uncertainty. This connection was not shaped by fear or desperation. It was shaped by divine foresight, by eternal wisdom, by heaven's understanding of who you truly are and what you truly need. My child, my beloved, before I reveal more, release every final piece of doubt hiding in the corners of your thoughts. Doubt limits what heaven wants to expand. Fear complicates what God wants to simplify. But your spirit is ready now, fully open, fully aware, fully aligned. Heaven has waited for this alignment, and now it is here. My child, my beloved, you are not standing on ordinary ground. You are standing at the doorway of transformation. The spiritual atmosphere around you holds the vibration of destiny, entering the present. What was once distant, what was once hidden, what was once locked behind divine timing, it is stepping forward now. My child, my beloved. The scroll rises slightly as the glow intensifies. The name is nearly fully revealed, suspended in golden light that flickers like living fire. Every stroke of the divine writing carries meaning. Every curve holds intention. Every shimmer speaks of purpose that cannot be undone by human hands. My child, my beloved, God wants your heart to hear this clearly. You are stepping into a sacred union of purpose, not a fragile bond built on human uncertainty. This connection was not shaped by fear or desperation. It was shaped by divine foresight, by eternal wisdom, by heaven's understanding of who you truly are and what you truly need. My child, my beloved, before I reveal more, release every final piece of doubt hiding in the corners of your thoughts. Doubt limits what heaven wants to expand. Fear complicates what God wants to simplify. But your spirit is ready now, fully open, fully aware, fully aligned. Heaven has waited for this alignment, and now it is here. My child, my beloved, I see the name shimmering brighter, forming every letter with clarity. It floats above the scroll like a celestial signature, radiating warmth that touches the deepest parts of your soul. This warmth is recognition. This warmth is truth. This warmth is the echo of a destiny designed for you. My child, my beloved, brace your spirit gently. The next unfolding will take you even deeper. The revelation is not finished, but what comes next will draw you into the heart of what heaven has prepared. My child, my beloved, remain in this divine stillness as the next layer of heaven's message rises before your spirit. The atmosphere has thickened with a soft glow, as though every corner of the unseen realm is leaning toward you, waiting for your heart to absorb what is unfolding. The scroll hovers with purpose, its radiance steady, its truth unwavering, its message eager to enter your life. My child, my beloved, your spirit has reached a depth of readiness that few souls ever touch. This readiness is not the result of luck or coincidence. It is the result of everything you have endured, everything you have learned, everything you have grown through. Heaven has watched you gather strength from moments that tried to break you, and because of that, God now trusts you with revelation that would have been too powerful for earlier versions of yourself. An unseen presence feels close, as though a quiet circle of light surrounds you, steady and watchful. There is a sense of movement beyond the visible, like life itself aligning in subtle patterns around your path. Something within this moment suggests preparation, a shift that will only make sense as time unfolds. You are being encouraged to remain open, to let your thoughts settle, and to allow clarity to rise without resistance. What is forming now is not random. It carries intention and direction, guiding you toward a turning point that has been quietly approaching for some time. There is a feeling that certain pieces of your journey are beginning to realign, softening the weight of past confusion and bringing a calmer understanding of where you are headed. Connections and experiences may begin to take on new meaning, revealing purpose where once there was uncertainty. This is not about urgency, but awareness, noticing how events seem to gently converge toward a clearer path. What lies ahead calls for trust in timing and awareness of inner signals rather than external noise. The path unfolding is meant to support growth, stability, and emotional balance. As this transition continues, subtle signs may appear in thought, intuition, and reflection, pointing toward choices that feel more aligned and natural. There is a quiet reassurance in recognizing that nothing meaningful arrives without preparation. Each step forward is shaped with care, even when unseen. As understanding deepens, you may find a growing sense of calm, replacing doubt, as though life is gently guiding you towards something more centered and purposeful. Everything gradually aligns to support your next chapter with quiet precision and meaning in time ahead now.